Hey everybody, welcome to another weekly edition episode of HMF Live, aka Hustle to Muscle Fitness Live. Happy to be kind of back on a regular schedule, back at home. Been out on the road for a couple weeks and then got back last week, but then it was like, bam, right into work. We had events and it's just been crazy. So it's nice to kind of finally feeling like I'm getting back to normal, some kind of regular schedule. So thanks for tuning in. For those of you who don't know me, maybe you're new to this show, my name is Tanya. I am the founder and coach of Hustle to Muscle Fitness. I am a health and fitness coach, specifically for Beachbody, but I do offer a lot of advice and support to folks even who aren't doing Beachbody programs. I myself, I'm 35, married, and have to date over the last, 2016, so over the last 6 years, have lost to date 75 to 78 pounds, depending on when you looked at my stats. But I've been able to keep it off, and I'm in much better health now at 35 than I was at 25. And so now as a result, I like to help others with their goals for around health and fitness, and just getting a better handle on their health, taking control of their life, leading happy and healthy lives. So as always, I have to put out a disclaimer. I apologize for any weak signal connections. When you live out in the sticks like I do, you kind of have to deal with that. So unfortunately, if you're tuning in, that means you have to deal with that a little bit too. So I appreciate those of you who stick around to watch the video. So first things first, let me get some announcements out of the way, and then we'll get into tonight's topic, which I'm pretty excited about: financial health. I am actually just as passionate about that I've become just as passionate about that as I am about physical health. So, but first, some announcements, things that are going on in Hustle to Muscle Fitness. As always, we are a busy team and a busy community and always looking to expand our family. So these are ways that you can do that. So right now I've got the Project Fine challenge group going on. We're working on fitness, inspiration, nutrition, and education. And they are off to a great start. Today is day 2. And so if you would like to get in on September's challenge group, that's going to be more of a back to school challenge. And the really cool thing is that during the month of September, Beachbody has put out a health bet. So if you are in a challenge group with me using the tracker app that we have available, and you log in 3 workouts a day, 3 workouts a week. That's the off. So if you log in 3 workouts a week and 5 Shakeologies a week, and you are in this group for the month of September, then everyone that does this and qualifies gets put into the pot of the pool of money that they're putting together. So they're starting it off at $1 million, and it can increase all the way up to $3 million. So they're taking $5 of every challenge pack that's sold this month and putting it into that pot. And then everybody that meets that qualification in September of 3 workouts, 5 shakes a week in that app, we all get to split the pot. So that could be a pretty fun way to get back into school, back into the swing of things in the fall. Unfortunately, summer's ending. I'm so sad about that. I always am, though. Summer's my favorite season. So, but if you want in on that in a challenge group with me and qualify for that health bet, let me know, because if we can get this group big, that'll be a lot of fun. We can all come away with some cash. And after you have spent lots of money on back to school clothes and supplies for your kids, getting some money back, maybe not such a bad thing. So let me know. All right. Also in August, let's see what else we got going on. Starting the 22nd of August, I'll be doing my 5-day clean eating group. I just posted the event page to that today. So respond to that so I can connect with you and get you hooked up. 5 days, free to join. All you need is the groceries. I lay out the grocery plan or the grocery list, and I lay out each day's meal plans, and trust me, the food's delicious because I don't eat food that tastes like crap. And you just follow along and participate in the group, and that's it. It's pretty easy. And I've had people lose, some people lose like a pound, some people lose I think my most weight lost in 5 days is 12 pounds. And we're not doing anything gimmicky. It's not super low calorie. It's just healthy food and lots of water. And I do throw in fitness challenges that you can try on. They're usually around 10 minutes or so. And it's pretty easy. So if you want in on that, respond to the event page, or again, you can comment, send me a message. But that'll be starting on Monday, August 22nd. And then I think the last thing I've got for August is I always do a behind the scenes sneak peek of the coaching life. I love what I do. I have so much fun doing what I do, and it's been a great opportunity that's opened so many doors for me. And it's not just the income. I have really changed as a person through coaching. And so I try to offer this to as many people as I can. It's not my decision. This is an opportunity for you to take advantage of that could change your life. And I know that sounds extreme. I was skeptical about that too, but it really has made a huge difference in my life and as a person, mind, more than anything else. So if you want to check out a little bit of what coaches do, how flexible this is, what kind of potential and opportunities it could lead to for you, then let me know. I'd love to get you into that sneak peek. And we have fun, answer lots of questions. No obligation, anything like that. It's just a way to get more information. So, and the last thing I want to say is thank you to everybody who attended Super Saturday this last week in Sunnyside. It was the first one we've ever done in the Yakima Valley. And I would say for the first time out, the turnout was even better than expected. And so we had a lot of fun. We did Country Heat together, as you've probably seen in some of the videos. And I look forward to the next one being even bigger, probably in Sunnyside. Depends on how big we grow, how fast we grow. But it'll be October 29th. Mark your calendars. October 29th, Super Saturday in the Yakima Valley. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about financial health. So if you have followed me, I've shared some of the videos here too, but if you've followed me on my personal page, you have seen probably many of our getting out of debt, ours being mine and Gary's, our getting out of debt journey videos. He and I are both on a mission. I think I'm a little more driven on that mission than he is, to get out of debt. But, you know, we have already made, in the just year and a half that we've been on this plan, which is through Dave Ramsey, we have already made a very significant change in our own financial health. We're not out of debt yet. In fact, we're not really even close because we have a lot of debt, unfortunately. Thank you, student loans. But we, like, what once felt completely overwhelming and we felt completely helpless has now, for me especially, turned into a very hopeful situation. Honestly, for the first time in the 13 years that Gary and I have been together, we have both actually at different times talked about the future, like buying a house, or where would we like to live, or what would we like to do in retirement. I used to say, I don't even think about retirement because I'm never going to be able to retire because I'm too broke. And these student loans I'm going to be paying on for the rest of my friggin' life. And now, because we're on a plan and a budget, it's not that case anymore. And so, and I know, and I've learned more, especially listening to the Dave Ramsey podcast, and reading his book, and, you know, kind of absorbing a lot of the things that he produces as I can, you know, that most people are in that same boat that we were in, just broke. Like 70%, I think the stat I read was 70% of, I think Americans anyway, live paycheck to paycheck. And really, even then, if you were like how we were, your paycheck didn't even cover everything. I couldn't tell you how long, at least a good year, maybe even 2 years, especially in my old job too, where we weren't on a budget and we got paid like once a month. You know, I got my paycheck from the school district and he got his Social Security, and they all came in at the end and the beginning of the month. So all of our money came in at one time, and we were always overdrawn when the paycheck got deposited. So if we were, let's say, if our bank account was overdrawn like $200, like that was a good month, because we had lots of months, if not most of our months, where we were $500 overdrawn. And that's because that was what the bank would stop us at. We couldn't go and charge or withdraw or whatever more than that. And so then we'd be behind when the next paycheck came. And that was our life for a long, long time. And it didn't matter how much money we had coming in. The problem wasn't being resolved because the problem was with us. The problem was behavior, overspending, not being on a budget. Just, some months we were like, well, I guess we'll pay these bills, and then the next months they won't get paid, we'll pay them. And so it turns out that most people live that way. And I don't know about any of you that end up watching this, but I always felt like, God, are we the only ones? Is it just us? It always felt like we were so in it by ourselves in this struggle. Well, in listening to the show, in learning more about finance, personal finance, it turns out most of us are in that boat. And listening to that podcast, you hear all these people calling in stories and stuff, and it's true. Most are in that boat. So, the reason I want to talk about financial wellness or financial health is because I want to bring more people on this journey of gaining control of your life back. And not just in your physical health. That's one way that you can start to gain control. And I'll be honest, through this coaching opportunity, that's how I discovered Dave Ramsey. So even if I was never successful as a coach, I didn't help anybody with their physical goals, just getting through these resources and finding Dave Ramsey by itself has been worth it for me to become a coach. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how much this has saved our lives and definitely saved our marriage. We're still not perfect. We still struggle. We still argue a lot about money, mostly because I'm the saver and the nerd, as Dave calls it, and sometimes straight up the cheapskate. And Gary is the spender, the free spirit, the one that just wants to go play. That's where we butt heads, competing priorities. And that's the struggle, is finding that balance. So, but here's what I have coming up that I want to get more people on. So I often do these challenge groups for health and fitness around programs, doing your workouts, drinking your Shakeology, eating well, that kind of stuff. I'm now putting together essentially a challenge group for your finances. This is a personal finance challenge group. And it's through, and we'll be using the Dave Ramsey curriculum, which is called Financial Peace University. And the really cool thing is that I am one of the few throughout the country, the few pilot class instructors, I guess you can say, that'll be doing this digitally. So normally when you attend Financial Peace University, you would go to like a church or some kind of community center or wherever they have it. You would go in person and attend this class. But they're piloting a new program, a digital FPU, and when I started talking to them about doing this, about leading the class first, and told them, I travel a lot for work, and so being there in person is kind of a struggle for me. And so they actually said, hey, we're going to be piloting this. Would you like to do it? And I jumped on it because, like I said, I'm so passionate about our financial health getting better and like wanting to help other people do it. And so this is a really great way for us to kind of go through this together, sort of like a cohort. And it's a 9-week class, one time a week. So we'll be doing this all pretty much online. We'll be doing it through a private Facebook group. And so it will, each week is a different lesson. So there'll be a video and then, discussion and some homework kind of to do. And so if you are single, then you register for it by yourself. If you're a couple or a family, then you register as a family. So you get like one kit, financial peace kit, per family. And this is going to be a ton of fun. I'm super, and it doesn't sound like fun, I know, but just imagine how much better you will feel when, you're on a budget and you are telling your money where to go. You're not just wondering why you're hemorrhaging money. That's what it always felt like to us. We'd be $500 overdrawn and it'd feel like we were hemorrhaging money. I didn't know where the hell it was going. And I kid you not, the first month that we did a written budget, we went from being $500 overdrawn to our account balance being zero. I'm okay with $0 in my bank account when my check goes in. It felt like a $500 raise because I wasn't paying for overdraft fees. So if this system can work that quickly in just that small way, imagine what it can do for you over the long haul. Gary and I have already paid, our goal this year was to pay off 9 debts. It is now August. By the end or mid-July, we had already paid off 6. We are probably I'm thinking we're going to surpass that goal of 9 this year. Last year we paid about around $2,700 worth of debt. We'll pay off more this year. We paid off our car this year. We're actually getting the emergency fund established. So I really can't emphasize or stress enough how much I really want people to join me on this journey and join me in this class. So I will post the link for you to register in the comments after this video. Yeah, Financial Peace University online class, private Facebook group, where I will be leading the class, leading the discussion, answering questions. If there's something that I can't answer, then I'll go to my Dave Ramsey people and say, hey, how do we do this? How do we work through this? But we're going to talk about how to save, how to set up a budget, how to plan your cash flow. We'll go talk about the baby steps, how to get through debt, get out of debt. We'll talk about even insurance, real estate, retirement, college planning for those that have kids, busting a lot of myths, all kinds of stuff. So like I said, it's 9 weeks long, and it's we'll have a video each week and then some discussion and things like that around it. But when you register, I want to say it's $99 to register. You get a kit, and then I believe you get lifetime access to the Financial Peace digital resources, community, that sort of thing. So you really get a lot for just 99 bucks. And in case you're wondering, none of that money goes to me. I am completely doing this on a volunteer basis. I don't even get paid by the Dave Ramsey people to do this. Like, I really just want to do this because I am so excited and passionate about it. And I even got Gary to agree to do this with me, which is pretty huge because, as the spender of the family, it's hard for the free spirit to want to sit down and learn about finance. And so I highly encourage you to, even go back through, you can check out my YouTube channel and check out our past getting out of debt videos so you can see our struggle and victories and stuff along the way. And then also, I highly encourage you to join this class. So we will start September 12th. It's a Monday, so that'll be the first week. We'll kick it off with the first video and introductions and stuff like that. And it'll be a fun community. We'll be, we'll be like our own Financial Peace family for those 9 weeks. And just like I do in health and fitness, I'm here to support you through the personal finance piece of that too. And, you can know that even though I'm leading the class, I'm still going through the class with you. I'm still going through the journey and the steps with you because we're not out of debt yet. We're working on our goals too. And so we'll be going through this together, all of the victories and all of the obstacles, and working and troubleshooting through those. So the thing is that this is a system that works. So if you are wanting to get out of debt, if you are wanting to take back control of your money and tired of feeling that nagging stress, that weight, I lost 75 pounds and the financial weight feels heavier than that physical weight ever did. Because it weighs your mind too, it just bleeds into everything. And so if you want to start having some victories, some successes in that column of your life, this is the way to do that. And I really hope that we get a really good group, a really nice sized group too. And because it's all being done digitally and online, you don't have to be here in the Yakima Valley with me. You can be in California, you can be in New York, you can be in Oklahoma. I don't care where. I just want you to be a part of this because it doesn't matter where you live, this system works. So I've learned so much in just listening to the podcast and just reading the books, trying to go through the baby steps on our own. And now to have the whole system and curriculum of Financial Peace University behind it, it's going to be phenomenal. So if you want to spot early, comment, send me a message, and I will follow up with you and, make sure that you get set up. That way you are connected to my class. And, it's going to be awesome. Not only that, but once you have your control of your money back, for some of you, when I talk to you about health and fitness, one of the biggest objections or obstacles I get is money. I don't have the money. I can't afford it. I get that. Believe me, that was me too. I had to really figure out a way to budget for all the stuff I wanted to start with. But I have also since found that now that I've got our budget for the most part in order, we still have bumps along the way, but I'm able to get some of the things that I want because I can put it in the budget. Like, okay, this month I want to buy this new fitness program. Put it in the budget, you know? Or if I even have my business on a budget so that way I don't overspend or whatever. So that same thing, if I want to buy a new supplement, okay, I can put it in the budget because, coaching has afforded me that too. So this is a chance for you to not only work on if you want to work with me on your physical health, awesome, totally up for that. If you also want to work with me on your financial health, because that will also affect every aspect of your life, just like financial health will, then join me. This is such an amazing opportunity. And to be one of the first classes to go digital with this, it's really kind of groundbreaking. We would definitely be pioneers in this area. And I think being with me and in my class, I'm not going to lie, you guys have a bit of an advantage because I do these sort of online groups already. So I've gotten, although I'm always working on improving them, I've gotten pretty good at making these groups interactive, engaging, fun. Just this time the topic's going to be money and wealth instead of health and fitness. So, all right. That's really what I want to talk to you guys about today because I want to get the word out there. So I'm going to be sharing this video. I'm also going to probably be creating an event an event page around this this group or around this, I guess, financial challenge group. And so I hope that you will join. I hope that you will share it with friends and family. We all know that we have complained at some time in our life about struggling with money. And we all know people who also complain about being broke. This is an opportunity to start changing that and start being unbroke. Yes, I just made up that word. And I will say one stat that I hear Dave Ramsey always say, on average, families or people that go through Financial Peace University pay off, I think he said like $5,000 in that 9-week class. So, I mean, some people are above the average, some people are below the average, but still, to have made any progress in the 9-week period is pretty amazing. So we're talking about just two months, just over 2 months. And, if you start this in September, you could have a much better Christmas because maybe you're not putting everything on a credit card. And then January, you're kind of like, crap, how am I going to pay for all of that? So I hope that you'll join me. Financial health can be just as liberating as personal health. And it gives you the flexibility to do whatever you want. So, all right, I'm going to cut this short. Let's see, what kind of time are we at today? Okay, well, 23 minutes. That's about my average, somewhere between 20 to 25. So I hope that you'll join me for Financial Peace University Digital. And you'll hear me kind of advertise, talk about this over the next few weeks as we lead up to September 12th. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me because it'll be challenging, but it'll be a lot of fun, just like physical health and wellness challenge. So, Tracy, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And so share the word, even if this is something maybe you're not ready to do or don't want to do yet, or maybe you're already debt-free. Share the wealth of information with someone else that you know could benefit from it. So I will... Oh, thanks, Tracy. I appreciate it. I will be in touch with you, especially if you reach out and say, hey, I want to do this. So have a great night, everybody. And don't forget, I've got fitness challenges and financial challenges. So hit me up if you want in either or both of those. So until next week, have an awesome week, and I will see you on the fitness page. Bye.